Hi everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening based on your time zones. Welcome to ZV Salesforce. This is a kind request from my end. Please do like this video and add your valuable feedback on this video. That will help me in understanding your response better, and that I am trying my level best to cut down every video to in between 10 to 15 minutes. Please try to watch every video up to end. Like you can miss any small point as well. Try to uh, watch every video up to end. And if you really like this content, please do like this video and add a comment. And coming to today's video, it is about API decorator in Salesforce LWC. In the previous video, we have discussed about track decorator in LWC. Now in this video, we're going to discuss about API decorator in LWC. So let's get started. As I said before in the previous video, we have like for a private property only, we will declare a track decorator. In order to make a property or a variable in the JavaScript file of LWC, like a public property, we need to add @API decorator at the beginning of that property. A property public is same as public access specifier in Apex, and public properties are reactive by default. The main use of API decorator is if you want to expose a variable in a child component to the parent component, like if you want to set data into the child component from the parent component, we'll use this API decorator. And another use of API decorator is we can decorate a method in the child component with @API, and we can call that method from parent component. Like a method declared in the child component can be called from parent component. We'll see demo of this in our Salesforce org. In order to save some time, I have already created two components. One is parent component and another one is child component. This explore parent decorator is the parent component and explore decorators is the child component. Now in the parent component, what I have done is in the HTML file, we have a template tag and we have a lightning card tag, and in the followed in the lightning card, we have a lightning button tag with a label as call child method, and a handler method like on click method is there, handle click. And here if you see, I'm saying I have created two components. One is parent component and another one is child component. In order to embed a component in in LWC, like explore decorators is the child component and explore parent decorators is the parent component. If you want to embed a component in another component, what you need to do is you need to follow kebab casing, and you need to give namespace. Like our child component name is explore decorators. Here what we have done is opening tag c hyphen explore hyphen decorators. This is kebab casing. We have already discussed this in our previous videos as well. And I will go to JavaScript file in the explore parent decorator.js. If you see here, I have declared a property like data from parent. I have set, like I have created a property data from parent, and I am setting some data to it, like send data to child from parent component. And as I have already said, we have a on click method implemented there, that is handle click. In this handle click, what I have done is I have used this .template.query selector to query the child DOM. See explore decorators. Using query selector, we have queried that, and using this .template.query selector.call me. This call me is a method that I have declared in explore decorators.js. See here in this explore decorators component, if you see here, let me go to this HTML as well. Here data from parent is the variable that we are sending from parent component. If you see here, the data that I am sending from the parent component, I am receiving it in a property like from parent. This property will set in explore decorators component. I will show you. See, this is explore decorator component. This from property, I am making it as public by annotating it with @API, by adding @API decorator to the from parent property. See, from parent. This from parent now receive data from this variable, data from parent. I have imported API and I have added API as well to from parent. Here in this child component, I have implemented a method like call me, and I have added @API annotation. In this call me method, what I am doing is I am alerting the data. Like I am trying to, alerting means it will prompt on the screen. It will give a pop-up and it will show data from parent is and from parent. From parent already we are receiving that from this variable, that is data from parent. Now I have already deployed these components to the org. I will try to deploy these components once again to the org. I will try to deploy the child component as well. Okay, these got deployed. We'll go to org. We'll try to refresh this page. If we see here in our parent component, we have lightning cord tag, a lightning button, and in that we have embedded the child component. In child component markup, what we have is we have a simple lightning badge, and in the parent component handle click method, what we are doing is we are trying to invoke call me method that is present in explore decorators. And if you go to explore decorators, what it is doing is it is trying to alert the data that we are sending from parent. We'll go to our Salesforce org, and if you see, we can see lightning card, and this call child method is the button from the parent component, and alpha is a lightning badge that we have declared in the child component. Now I'm clicking on this button. See, now it is giving an alert message. Data from parent is sending data to child from parent component. If you observe clearly here, this sending data to child from parent component is the data that we have set in the parent component, and we are sending that data to the child component. And when we click on this call child me method, we are trying to invoke this call me method, and in that call me method we are trying to alert this from parent variable. And if we see here, that from parent variable is now holding send data to child from parent component. That means the data that we have set in the parent component is moved from parent component to child component. Here we have seen two types of using this API decorator. One is adding that API decorator to a variable that is from parent. From parent initially it is set as test data. Now it is showing the data that we are setting it in the parent, that is send data to child from parent component. And another use of API decorator is this to a method we have added @API, and this method is getting exposed to the parent component. Like in parent component we are trying to access the child component call me method using this template query selector explore decorators. These are the two uses of this API decorator. See, suppose a method on the child component to be invoked from the parent component will use this API decorator. Like in the child component, that is explore decorator, we have annotated call me method with @API. And in order to access the method of child component from the parent component, that can be done with template query selector and dot notation. In explore parent decorator.js, what we have done is this.template.query selector of c-explore decorators dot call me method. These are the two use cases of using the API decorator. Guys, if you like this video, please do add a comment and please do like this video as well. That help me in understanding your feedback better, and that help this channel grow, and that help me in reaching to more and more Ahana. Thanks once again for watching this video until then. Have a good day.